All right, thank you for joining us. We are going to start out with Brendan Batchelor. One moment.
Hey guys, thanks for doing this. Question for both of you to start off, just your reactions on the first day of camp and the first on-ice session here.
Yeah, I thought it went pretty well. I think we all knew how hard today was going to be at first day of training camp, but I think there's 2 weeks of quarantining, being able to come to the rink every day, kind of is like a mini training camp, so that helped out a lot. I thought it looked really well out there as a team.
How was the 2-week quarantine? And PD, I guess I'll put this to you. How did you guys deal with the spare time being cooped up in the hotel?
It was a long time, not gonna lie. Going to the rink, I think Mark explained it earlier. Wake up, go to the rink, get back, eat lunch, and just stuck in the hotel room. Or we actually had a suite for like our bubble, so that was nice that like our bubble could hang out together. But for sure, it was a lot of video games, a lot of Netflix to kill the time. A lot of Gossip Girl.
And in light of that, are you guys prepared for what that might be like once you get to Edmonton as well? Did you learn anything about what you need to bring or things that you were missing or anything like that?
I mean, I think it prepared us pretty well for what it's going to be like in Edmonton. I think it's probably a little worse of what we just did than what it'll be like in Edmonton. We'll have the whole team together and stuff. So, I think it prepared us a bit, and we kind of knew what. I think we kind of know what we're going to get into now.
Thank you.
Yep.
Next, we'll go to Thomas Drance.
Well, since you brought up the Gossip Girl, for both of you, are you more of a Blair or more of a Serena?
Blair. I've already seen it. Petey's never seen it, so I'm showing him the ropes.
And with Brock, look, I apologize for doing it. Someone's got to. Your reaction to some of the reports, rumors that surfaced over the weekend. What did you think of it? How was the weekend changed for you, if at all? Did you pay any attention to it?
Yeah, I had a chat with Jim, and he told me that he's not discussed anything with anyone about me possibly getting traded. I felt I've always been pretty honest with the media, and I feel like it's really unnecessary. Even the timing of the tweet too, I thought it was pretty questionable. Just a week before playoffs. Last time I checked, the trade deadline's not open, or trade deadline's passed, and no one can get traded right now. So, I think it's pretty unnecessary, especially when, we're all reported here and, getting ready for playoffs and hopefully to make a deep run.
Thanks. And just one more for you, Brock, on more classic ground. As you take the ice today and you take rushes, and I know Travis will tell us not to read too much into it, you take them with Boeser Horvat again, a guy you've had success playing with in the past and played one game with on your return to injury right before the pandemic put us all on hiatus. In the event that that's where you end up slotting into the lineup, what's made it work in your view for the two of you when you've played together in the past, especially in that rookie season?
Yeah, I think we have really good chemistry. I think we play more of the same style of play. I think we are both good down low, and Pierce is too. And if we get the puck in zone, and we can really outwork teams down low and get movement and get pucks to the net. So, I know we've had success in the past, and I know being on that line, I really need to be sharp on my defensive zone too. So, it's a challenge for me, and it's really exciting.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Next up, we have Ian McIntyre.
Hi, guys. Everybody before the playoffs always seems to talk about how important playoff experience is, except when you don't have it, and then maybe it's not so important. But how for each of you, is this going to be a completely new thing that you have to learn these games that are coming up, or do you think it's overrated, the discussion about, well, you've never been in the playoffs before, so therefore you don't know what to expect? each of you. How do you feel about that?
I think both of us has played playoffs, but not in NHL, so we kind of get, I think, the vibe, like the adrenaline, and the fight for my parts. That game's gonna be tougher and all that. So, like both of us are excited, the team is excited. So,
Yeah, kind of off that. I've never played in the NHL playoffs, but I think it's going to be a different playoff vibe. Having no fans, I think that. I mean, from just talking to guys that have played in the playoffs, I know that's a huge thing in the playoffs. So it's going to be a little different, but it's exciting, and I think everyone's refreshed. So it's going to be. I think it's going to be a fun and a fast playoff.
Do you think in any way it might be an advantage to have a young team in a situation like this after a long layoff and an unprecedented tournament format? Do you think youth might actually be the advantage here?
Yeah. Personally, I think it could be an advantage. Like I just said, I think the playoff style I think might be a little different, just no fans and stuff. So I think it's going to be what team is the most determined to go out there and win each game, and who's really enjoying the whole experience. So I think this young guys have been chomping at the bit to get out there, and we want to make the playoffs, and not just make the playoffs, but do some damage.
Thank you.
Next up, we'll hear from Ben Kuzma.
Question for Brock. Brock, you told me a while ago that getting ready for this camp won't be a problem. Why do you think you're better positioned just to get off on the right foot here, physically, mentally? You talked earlier about some speculation here in Vancouver. It wouldn't be Vancouver without some speculation regarding trades or whatever. Where are you at mentally and physically, Brock? Are you in a good place?
Yeah, really good. It was a good couple months at home. I got to enjoy some really good time with my family, and that time, you can't take back that time. So I really cherish the opportunity for that, and kind of just to reset. And then even just back home, training back home. I was lucky enough to skate a decent amount back home and to train at home, and then go to where I train in the summers for a couple of weeks. So, I feel really good and feel really strong right now, and I'm really excited to be back and get going.
Just a quick follow-up, Brock. You talked a little bit earlier about just facing the Wild on the postseason per se. What do you think may give you guys the leg up against them? I know you have the fourth-rated power play, and obviously you got great goaltending. Where do you think you might have the advantage in that series?
Yeah, Wild are a good team, and we're a good team, but I think it comes down to our compete level and how hungry we are. When we're playing our best hockey, we're a hard team to play against, and I think if we show up and play like that against the Wild, I think we'll come out on top.